Do you think Lane Kiffin leaves?
I have been a very big proponent that if LSU gave him a phone call, if LSU gives anybody a phone call, not Lane Kiffin, but anybody, you don't turn it down. I think LSU is a premier job in college football. I think that LSU is one of these jobs that when you have it great, it could be the best in the sport because of you have all the resources, you have all of the recruiting assets to you. You can use the transfer portal as like a little hitch. People love the state. Every player that has ever grown up in Louisiana does not dream of playing in Tuscaloosa or in Athens. They dream of playing in Death Valley on Saturday night. Top 10 recruiting bed. But I think Lane's very happy at Oxford, and I don't think he leaves.
Okay.
I think that we're at this point in his tenure. Legacy's a really big deal to him. And I think that because of the passing of Monty, he started to look more so internally on how does he want to be remembered. And I think a lot of the things that people talk about with Monty is it wasn't the fact that he was always on the move. It was the fact that everywhere he went, he made an impact that was still synonymous at his funeral. And I think that Lane is enjoying life in Oxford. I think that having Landry around, having Layla move down there, his brother is on campus right now. They just built a house right outside of Oxford. His son Knox is killing it in high school. He's able to go be at his home games whenever whenever they have a home game, that matchup. He's in a good location when it comes to the board of directors. I understand the state laws in Mississippi when it comes to being able to afford a guy in a massive contract to what you can say out loud. So you can never give him a 13-year deal. But there's ways to work behind that. I think that when you just look at the numbers and how it's going to be 20 or 30 years from now, if Ole Miss continues to do what it's doing underneath Lane, it's going to be called Kiffin Field at Vaughn Hemingway Stadium. There will be multiple buildings named after him inside of Oxford. There will be street names. Lane or Kiffin will be one of the most popular names in the Magnolia State for the next 5 or 10 years with boys because of everyone will just name their kid after the coach. I mean, like, that's what we're at. And then eventually, the way that we talk about Bear Bryant and DKR and Pete Carroll and Ara Parseghians and all these legends of the game of college football, they only became legends because of they stayed put and turned the program that they were proud of into a legit force that never deteriorated. And I think that that means something to Lane. He wants to be considered that. And he can be the reason why Ole Miss gets to that level. So I don't think he leaves. As much as I think that there will be a lot of people courting him with money, I think that he's content. I think he stays put.
Okay. What if the NFL calls, like the Giants with Dart or the Dolphins?
I will hang up this phone if you tell me one more time that the NFL is calling Lane Kiffin.
You don't think so?
If he goes to the New York Giants, I will drive my Happy Keister down to your studio. I will, on live air, because I know you guys live stream this, I will shave my head while eating a Carolina Reaper. He is not going to the NFL.
Really?
You have it on audio. Your entire audience heard it. I will gladly drive my way down to your studio. One day, I'll even take off work. I'll provide the Carolina Reaper. I'll shave my head. Now, if he goes to another college, that I won't do. But he is not going to the NFL. I understand there's a lot of people that want to go ahead and use the ties to Jackson Dart, but that ain't happening.